Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And today we're going to give you a tale of two girls.
This is much more a conversation than a lesson.
There's no lessons here, guys. It's just...
There's a lot of lessons here.
Yeah, there's a lot of lessons, but you're like, oh my God.
It may not be like tied up in a pretty bow.
So, everybody talks about the wall, especially if you guys are like 21, 22. We're going to talk about two women that we know that are 35
Ish,
each.
yeah.
Yeah. And as 5, 6 in the attractiveness. Yeah, as average attractiveness as you can get. No one would look at them twice.
No.
And guys are always talking about the wall.
Especially not in the Twitter sphere.
No.
Especially not in our neck of the woods.
Everybody's Instagram models and all this other bullshit. But in the real world, yes, the wall exists, but even women that are in their 50s and 60s are dating.
Yeah.
And you don't want older women to be lonely. But yes, a woman who is 35 is not going to get the man that she would have got at 21, the same caliber quality.
Sure.
Simply off. But, so we do know two women. We'll see.
They talk to us a lot. People just talk to us about their dating lives for some reason.
They spill their guts. And then we ask. And they have no idea.
No.
We know what we know.
No.
And so they're telling us, but we understand, what's going on in the background. So one is Sherry, and Sherry is thin and 35 and tall and thin.
Yeah.
And
blonde hair.
And is just horrible at dating. She hasn't kept a boy. This is 2 years.
Yeah. She's great at getting dates.
Yeah, she's great.
She
does good. She looks great in pictures.
Yeah.
And she's thin, which already puts her in the top 10.
Yeah.
A woman
Sets
over
her
30
apart.
that's not overweight is in the top 10%. Guys will just go, thank God she's not 50 pounds overweight.
It's true.
I'll go out with her.
Sad but true.
And she will purposely, even like the third date, the guy shows up with a bouquet of flowers, which we know is a bad idea. Most normal men don't know. And she'll shoot him down. They're closed out. Like, they're thinking, I'm going to line it up and bat it out of the park tonight. And she's like, yeah, I'm not feeling it.
But she'll also end that with a lesson, making sure that she tells him
what she doesn't like about him and what he's doing wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're in shock.
It's terrible. She tells these stories and we are just like gaping, mouths open, like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
And then you can contrast that with Annette, who's a 5'6" again.
She's a 4'5".
4'5".
Seriously.
About 20, 30 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
And is literally juggling men.
Literally juggling men.
She has 3 men pursuing her. And
an ex-husband who really, really, really wants her back.
She is always going out. She is always having a good time.
Always traveling.
Always going somewhere. And just has the best time.
Yeah.
And you would never know it. Literally, like, I think I just offhandedly said, are you married? And she said, oh, no, but I have like 3 boyfriends and I'm kind of trying to figure out who I want to marry.
Yeah.
She said, I didn't date for like 5 years. Yeah. And then I decided I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
And now she's juggling men.
She's never alone.
No, she's never alone. She's literally trying to decide out of 3 plus an ex-husband who she wants to remarry.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is, of these 2 ladies that we're discussing tonight, this is the one who's the least attractive.
Yes.
The least in and out of clothes, the least attractive. Probably cleans up the least well.
Yeah.
That's not good grammar. But seriously,
But it's obviously...
But the attitude shift is 1,000% different.
Yeah. She's out there to have a good time and have fun.
Yeah.
And she likes men. And that's why when you're running game, the good thing is with game, you'll avoid the Sherrys.
Yes.
Because she's gonna self-select herself right out as you're choosing who to go out with.
We've never heard of Sherry having an actual good date.
No.
She ends up with a boyfriend-ish.
Yeah.
But she's complaining about it the whole time, not in like that cute, fun way that you.
No, not an interesting where she's like pining for him.
In the way that you go, oh my God, why is this man putting up with this bullshit that she is throwing at him? It's weird.
And then the other one is out to have a good time.
A great time. And is having a great time.
And guys are getting in line.
Literally, even her ex-husband wants her back.
Yeah. And he had her at 21. You know, we always say,
he had her at her best.
and now he's taking her back at 35. I mean, so sometimes you literally just have to get these women in front of you to kind of discern. You can't, it's almost like, is a girl good in bed?
You can't
You do not know until her clothes are off and you're in bed.
Yeah.
You do not know.
Yeah.
And it's just like dating. You know, everything like in text. None of that stuff matters. Nothing matters from online to texting to the logistics of meeting up until you're in front of each other.
Yeah.
None of it matters. And then you've got to kind of discern, is this girl somebody I'm interested in being around me?
Yeah.
You know.
Then you know what the real chemistry is.
Is exactly. You know, you can't discern from it. You would never know looking at these two women side by side. One is a shit show and one is a party every day.
Killing it in the dating market.
Yeah.
And always open to more.
Yeah, exactly. She asked if we knew anybody, you know? So you have to kind of like.
Oh my gosh.
That's real. You can't judge this stuff. And I know, you guys are like, oh my God. But the idea is that these girls are very comparable.
They are.
And it's a big world, and in the real world, 5s date, 6s date,
35-year-olds
35
date, 90-year-olds
90-year-olds, 70-year-olds date.
Seriously.
Yeah. We know about the real world, not just our little Twitterverse where everybody's 21 and
we have a lot of exposure to normal people.
World. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For better or for worse.
That may be the projection of this entire conversation is you don't know until you get them in front of you what you got exactly.
Tell them about, so like our first date.
I thought I was just going to meet up with another middle class mom, which is what, I was meeting up with at the time was a lot of middle class moms. And we were going to go out and have a good time. Because my goal was, I knew that these girls coming out of a divorce and kids, and it's easy that you just take them out and show them a good time.
Yeah, just be the fun guy.
Yeah,
just be a
fun guy. And give them let them have a good time for once.
Yeah, seriously.
In a long time. And then, I guess you had decided that you had to go to the bathroom.
Well, yeah.
And so, as she hopped off the bar stool, she turned. I realized she had this teeny tiny little waist, and these just. I was like, as she's walking away, I was like, oh, I'm going to have some of that. I did. I mean, literally, like it was a 180. I went from being like completely neutral and kind of like whatever to like, I'm going to run this game as tight as humanly possible.
So good too. You did so well.
Yeah. And from that moment, the rest of the day was like running very tight, very tight game.
And he still runs very
literally,
tight game.
I mean, and that's how fast it can happen. You can meet up with some girl and she may seem very average or, just like not that impressive. And that's not any, not any reflection on you.
Not impressive.
Yeah, but if you meet a lot of women, they literally start to blend together over time.
I'm sure.
And then something can just pulls the trigger. You're like, oh, I've got to tighten everything up at this moment. From this moment on, we're going to see how far we can go with this.
It's hot.
So anyway, especially, and that's why we want you to enjoy learning how to run game.
Yeah.
Is because it gives you more control over the situation.
Yeah.
And the girls get to enjoy themselves more.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's as important as you enjoying yourself and having control and running with good game and a frame, and everybody benefits from game.
Yeah.
You know, it helps you weed out the bad ones and keep the good ones.
Yeah.
So
You know, something else we need to talk about, not necessarily today, but some other time, is all the indicators of interest that happen in that first date. Like,
Yeah.
I remember reaching and touching your knee at one point.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And I said, this is my first date in 2 years since my divorce. I was just like, I'm here for a good time.
and see, once you have been going out with, when she reaches out, when she touches you, and you run game and date a lot,
Yeah.
it's not you're less attuned to it, you're far more attuned to it. Because
Exactly.
you know that these steps are taking, what direction is she setting towards you?
Yeah.
Is she
Leading
facing you? I mean,
into
girls
you.
will warm up, and then when she touches you first, and then these are just steps, and you will see over time it repeats itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
These indicators of interest are very predictable.
So
and
we
if you're
need
not
to
getting
talk
them,
about that in
yeah,
full. We
but
really
they're
do.
all out there. So anyways, more reasons, because with women, you don't know until you get them in front of you.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're dealing with exactly.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
hope
We
you're
want to
dealing
help you avoid the Sherrys and get Annette's
More
plus some. We
Yeah.
we want you to have more attractive Annettes,
Yeah.
truly, in all fairness.
Yeah.
It's not that we want you to get the ugly
No,
chicks,
we
but
want you to do well.
yeah.
Hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you.